When I arrived about 45 minutes ago, I walked through the front lobby of the event center and realized I hadn't locked my car, and then I realized today, here, in that parking lot, that probably didn't matter. I think there might be more firearms and ammunition in this room than any other place in Frederick County. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 11th Annual Public Safety Awards, where we honor public safety personnel in Frederick County. Make sure everybody's seated. That's important for logistics. I would now like to invite you to stand, if you are able, for the presentation of colors by a combined Frederick County Public Safety Honor Guard, accompanied by the Montgomery County firefighters, pipes, and drums. I would now ask you to join me in a moment of silence for our fallen heroes. Thank you. Please remain standing as our national anthem is performed by Lorelei McWilliams. Lorelei is a senior at Oakdale High School and a member of one of our treasures in Frederick County, the Frederick Children's Chorus.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Lorelei, our own Francis Scott Key, composed that song, and I don't think I've heard it performed as beautifully as you just did. Thank you again. It's now my honor to call up to the stage Pastor Tim May, who serves as the chaplain for the Frederick County Sheriff's Office, to offer this morning's invocation. Pastor May is a voice of peace and calm for many of us in some of our hardest moments, and a trusted friend and mentor over the decades. Pastor May. I'm not sure I see him. So I will offer our invocation. Heavenly Father, we're so thankful for the opportunity to gather, to honor those who put their lives on the line for the rest of us. There is no sacrifice greater, as we have been taught, and we are so incredibly thankful for these men, these women, these servants, and their families. We ask that thy Spirit will be with them, guide them, comfort them, and provide for them in the days ahead. And we ask for these things in your name. Amen. Honor Guard, please retire the colors. I just didn't want to compete with bagpipes. Please take your seats. Our chamber team will be around to dismiss the tables to go out into the lobby and partake in the buffet. And we'll reconvene and begin our full program at approximately 8:40. Let me just say once again how much it means for us that you are all here with us today to celebrate these amazing men and women, and we'll be back at 8:40. Thank you. Well, welcome back. I'm a very fortunate chamber CEO in that I have an amazing team who prepares me so that I look and sound better than I am ever actually able to be. And that's true in my opening remarks. So Abby and her team did a wonderful job of organizing a script for today. But as I drove here from Brunswick this morning, I decided my opening remarks I would deviate a little bit from Abby's more eloquent thank you and welcome to just mention why this matters so much to me. So there are 2 seats that would have been filled this morning by my daughter Cassie and her husband Dan. Cassie works for Sheriff Jenkins. Dan works for Chief Coe. Dan was badly burned 2 weeks ago in an apartment fire. So they are at home on Marker Road between Burkittsville and Middletown. And Dan is recovering. And why I bring that up? Because I really, literally, for the last 2 weeks, have been arguing with myself as to whether to mention that to you today. Because a lot of you know about that. But here's why I wanted to say something about it. We are a family. We're a family in Frederick County. We're a family at the Frederick County Chamber. We're a family in county government and city government and the town governments. We're a family at work in the private sector. But nowhere is that concept of family more evident than when a wife, a spouse, a partner gets that call they never want to get. And in this case, that call came from my dear friend, Chief Tom Coe, to Cassie to explain about Dan's injuries and what was going to happen. And Amy and I were up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, getting ready to go see a show at Sight and Sound Theater the next morning when Cassie called us. We packed up all our stuff. We took it out to the car. I turned the keys into the hotel and told them I wasn't looking to get reimbursed for the night. We weren't going to stay. We had 2 tickets, though, to this show the next morning, and they were like, I don't know, 80 couple bucks a piece. And in the parking lot, a couple was getting out of their car, bringing their bags out while we were stuffing ours in. And Amy approached the woman and said, would you like 2 tickets to the show tomorrow? And the woman said, well, I can't pay you for them. And Amy said, I didn't ask for money. We're happy to give them to you. We want somebody to go and be there. When I turned around, the gentleman had walked up because I think he thought two strangers were accosting his wife in the parking lot. I looked at him, and he had an iron cross embroidered on his hoodie. He's a volunteer firefighter from Selden, New York. And in that moment, it kind of all came together for me. And it comes together for me, and it has for the last 11 years that we've done this, except the interruption of COVID. Being here with you, I know I am part of a family. I don't wear turnout gear. I used to. I don't wear turnout gear. I'm not qualified any longer to drive an ambulance for Company 19. But I am no less a member of this family than at any point in my life. And I think everybody that lives in this county could stand up here and say the same thing. And what an incredible and powerful blessing that we have, and we have that thanks to each and every one of you. I'm deeply honored that we have many of our elected officials with us. I'm going to read their names. You're going to be compelled to clap for the ones that you're most passionate about. I am begging, literally begging you not to, because I just used up 6 more minutes than I was supposed to in my opening. So please, fight temptation. Avoid clapping each name I mention. Until the end, I will signal you, and I'm anticipating a roar that will lift the roof off the Frederick Events Center. Here we go. County Executive Jessica Fitzwater is with us. County Council President Brad Young was here. He had to leave, a medical issue. Our Sheriff of Frederick County, Chuck Jenkins, is here. The Mayor of the City of Frederick, my dear friend Michael O'Connor. My mayor, the Mayor of the City of Brunswick, Nathan Brown, is here, along with 2 of our City Council members, John Caves and Eric Smothers. And I believe she's here, but she had a coffee and donuts this morning with her child, so she was coming late. But Lauren Vandergriff, a Town of Myersville council member, is with us. All right, there you go. Give it to him. Here's second test. We are thrilled to have public safety leaders with us. I'm going to again ask you, despite who signs your paycheck, hold your applause until the end and then applaud wildly for all of them. My Chief of Police, the Brunswick City Chief of Police, Chief Kevin Grunwell. The Mount Airy Chief of Police, Michael Generva. The Division of Fire and Rescue Services, now my dear friend and family member, Chief Tom Coe. The Division of Emergency Management Division Director, Tony Rosano. The Division of Emergency Communications Director, Phil Lambert. From Frederick County Animal Control, the Deputy Director, Willie Walton. Frederick Police Department, I'm thrilled that he is here. He is a recent LFC alum and an amazing guy. The Acting Chief of Police for the City of Frederick, Kevin Meyer, is with us. And the High Sheriff, Sheriff Chuck Jenkins, is with us. Also, we're thrilled to be joined by our local Maryland State Police Captain of the Barrack here in Frederick, Captain Stephen Johnson. Now, give it to him. And I love how you follow instructions. I can tell many of you serve in a quasi-military role because you know how to follow instructions. We would also like to thank today's sponsors, whose generous support helps make this event possible. Our presenting sponsor, Paul Davis Restoration, and you can clap for Paul Davis Restoration. Our premier sponsor, Audio Video Group. Thank you, Eric and team. Our video sponsor and the people who make these moments so special are the team from Frederick County Video Services. Our platinum sponsors, Frederick Health Employer Solutions and the Public Service Enterprise Group. Our gold sponsors, ACNB Bank, Berman, Sobin, Gross LLP, Hankey's Radio, and Woodsboro Bank. Our silver sponsors, Frederick Brickworks, Mid-Atlantic Center for Emergency Management and Public Safety at Frederick Community College. Our bronze sponsors: Atlantic Emergency Solutions, the City of Brunswick; DCM Bioservices; Fort Detrick Alliance; Hood College; and Serve Pro of Frederick County. Our brass sponsor: Colonial Jewelers, Hawkins Landscaping, HR Answerbox, Post Turn, and Playground Specialists. And our community sponsors: Frederick County Building Industry Association and City Youth Matrix. Again, thank all of those sponsors for making this incredibly important day. I refer to this as the day once a year when the Frederick County Chamber of Commerce, its members and board, put our best foot forward. Without our planning committee, I can promise you we would never be able to pull this off. So I would like to thank the members of the planning committee. If I call your name and you are here, would you please stand at your seat until I finish with the committee? The Assistant Chief of Police for the City of Brunswick, and a guy I met. This is truth. The second week of his life, because I worked for his dad down in Crystal City, Virginia, Andy Crone. Assistant Chief Andy Crone. From the Animal Control Division, Director David Luckenball and Deputy Division Director Willie Walton. Fire and Rescue, Chief Tom Coe and the incomparable Leslie Lenhart. Emergency Communications Administrative Support Services Supervisor Mary Summer Mongold and Administrator Jennifer Staley. Sheriff's Office Commander and LFC grad Brian Woodward. Frederick Police Department Acting Chief Kevin Meyer and Corporal Deborah Kidwell. From the Maryland State Police, our Captain Stephen Johnson, and from the Mount Airy Police Department, Chief Mike Generva. How about a round of applause for our, thank you. The interviews that you will see today and hear and the taping of today's events are courtesy of the Frederick County Government Communications and Public Engagement Department. We are thrilled to have the support of our board of directors. I would ask members of our board, because I didn't write all your names down, if you are here and you are a member of the Frederick County Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors, would you please stand to be acknowledged? Look around the room, the people with those interesting blue badges. Thank you very much, board. And finally, and most importantly, the Frederick County Chamber of Commerce staff team, Kimberly, Shelby, Maddie, Casey, and especially in this event, Abby Casarella, who helped coordinate this whole thing and was staffed to the planning team. Would you ladies please stand and be acknowledged? They literally make my job worth coming to 5 days a week, 10 hours a day. It is now my honor to introduce to you someone who has become a close personal friend. And the call that she made to my daughter the morning after the injuries that Dan sustained is something my daughter and I have talked about endlessly since that day, and it meant so incredibly much to our whole family. My friend, our county executive, Jessica Fitzwater.
Well, good morning, everyone. It is truly my pleasure to be in this room with so many incredible public servants. Every single member of our Frederick County government team and all of our governments who are represented today serve the public. But those of you who choose a path in public safety really go above and beyond every single day. Our community is what it is because people feel safe here. And I'm so incredibly grateful to each and every one of you who are being recognized, to your families who are here to support you, to your family in the station and on the apparatus out in the field, your work family, and truly every member of our community who wakes up every day in a community where they know they can live, work, and thrive because of work that you do each and every day. It is always such a wonderful day when we have these public safety awards because we truly see the best of Frederick County on display. So I'm going to be brief this morning because we're here for you, but please know on behalf of all the residents of Frederick County that we are so incredibly grateful for your service, and none of us would be able to be here doing what we're doing without each of you waking up every morning in service to our community. So congratulations ahead of time to all of those who are being recognized today, and thank you again for being part of the Frederick County family.
So I literally have a paragraph that's that long to introduce someone who has become one of my closest friends and one of my most trusted advisors. And those two things, close friend, trusted advisor, in my mind, in my deluded brain, are the most important things I could say about any human being. But the paragraph is really important, so I'm gonna read the paragraph, but suffice it to say, if it were left up to me, I would have just said, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most important people in my life here in Frederick County. But let me get through this paragraph and then I'll say that. I'd like to introduce our MC for today's event, Mr. Steve Hine. Steve is the former president and CEO of Woodsboro Bank. He retired at year-end 2025 and presently serves on the board of directors of Woodsboro Bank. Established in 1899, it's Frederick County's oldest independent community bank. Steve is a past board chair of the Frederick County Chamber of Commerce and continues to serve on the chamber board. Steve holds a bachelor's degree from Alfred University and an MBA from the University of Albany. Steve has extensive board leadership experience training, including with Alfred University, where he currently serves as chair of the Board of Trustees. Steve is married to the most important person in his world and his life, the beautiful, the amazing Carol Hine, and Carol is a Hood College graduate and serves on the Frederick Women's Giving Circle and several other boards, including the Tech Frederick Board. Steve and Carol are cyclists. They just bicycled across Vietnam, and I stumbled over the word. They are hikers, travelers, again, just got back from Vietnam. They are the parents of 4 grown children, 5 grandchildren, and they currently reside in Imesville. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my best friends and one of my most trusted advisors, Mr. Steve Hine.
Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? All right. Well, let's get underway. Boy, those are bright lights. Holy Christmas. All right, I'm going to do my best here. And thank you, Rick, for that lovely introduction. I met Rick 26 years ago when I moved here. I actually met him. It was through Leadership Frederick and a couple other things. And, you know, there's certain times in your life where you meet someone and you go, you know, that's someone I want in my life. And he has been, for all the kind words you said about me, I would tell you, he has returned that 10 times over to me. So thank you very much, my friend. It is truly an honor to be here today. I mean, this is truly an inspiring event for me. I have a number of family members who have served both as fire and public safety. And actually, I'm so proud today that my son-in-law was recently hired by the, in Wisconsin, I think it's the New Berlin Fire Department, and he's going to be sworn in as a professional firefighter in May. This means an awful lot to me to MC this and to be part of this 11th annual Public Safety Awards. All the honorees today have been carefully selected by an unbiased panel of judges. I want to thank all those who submitted the nominations, because that's where it starts. Also, really just a big thank you to everyone here, all the women and men who make the selfless sacrifice every day in Frederick County to keep our businesses and our families safe. Please join me in giving all of you a round of applause. And now for some housekeeping and how the program is going to work this morning. For each agency, I'll announce the agency, a short video will play, and then I'll announce the awardees and share a little bit about the awardee. As I'm sharing the information about the awardee, we ask that the awardee starts walking your way up to the stage. You will enter from stage right and exit from stage left. And please make sure to stop in the middle. We're going to take pictures here. And again, I think that will be the great cadence for this. Also, I apologize in advance for mispronouncing any names. I promise I'll do my best. But as a guy whose name is pronounced 3 different ways, I'm used to having my name pronounced very differently. But I will do my best. And I just want to say there are 31 awards today, so let's get at it. To get the morning started, I'd like to invite Captain Stephen Johnson to join me on stage. Our first 2 awards recognize the Frederick Barrack of the Maryland State Police.
The Maryland State Police Frederick Barrack is staffed by 40 sworn and civilian personnel dedicated to serving a diverse region. In 2025, troopers responded to approximately 28,000 calls for service. The agency modernized equipment by outfitting all corporals and below with conducted energy weapons or tasers. Troopers also served on specialized units, including the dive team and the special operations team, which helped dismantle more than 26 illegal car rallies statewide. The Maryland State Police continue to build strong community relationships through numerous outreach and engagement efforts.
What makes this year's award recipients stand out is they consistently went above and beyond, setting themselves apart from their peers. They embody the values and mission of the agency by representing our 3 core values: integrity, fairness, and service. They demonstrate a strong value to public safety. To have 2 troopers under my command that are recognized for their work ethic and the set of standards that they hold for themselves is incredibly humbling, and I hold them both in very high regard. The community can continue to support us by coming out to one of our many events. Come out and meet your local men and women law enforcement in your communities that are patrolling your streets and have a conversation with them. We are here for you. We would like to meet you and address any concerns you may have.
The Officer of the Year for the Maryland State Police is Senior Trooper Kevin Carter. In 2025, Senior Trooper Kevin Carter ranked among the Frederick Barrack's top producers in nearly every enforcement category. Among 27 road troopers, he conducted 871 traffic stops and issued 500 citations, leading to 37 adult arrests, including 17 DUI arrests, 17 warrant arrests, 15 vehicle search reports, and 5 adult CDS arrests. His proactive work produced significant public safety results. In January, a traffic stop on I-70 led to the seizure of a loaded Kimber 1911 handgun, 3 loaded magazines, and cocaine. In March, another stop resulted in the recovery of 29 grams of cocaine and charges for possession with intent to distribute. He also arrested a DUI driver traveling more than 30 miles an hour over the speed limit while 2 toddlers rode unsecured in the vehicle. Through his vigilance and proactive enforcement, Senior Trooper Carter continues to strengthen public safety across Frederick County. Congratulations to Officer of the Year, Senior Trooper Kevin Carter. The Distinguished Service Awardee for the Maryland State Police is Trooper First Class Mark Kuntz. Trooper First Class Mark Kuntz demonstrated outstanding productivity and dedication to public safety throughout 2025. He investigated 76 reportable motor vehicle collisions and conducted 578 traffic stops, issuing 389 citations. His most notable impact came in impaired driving enforcement, arresting 28 individuals for DUI, the highest total at the Frederick Barrack. Trooper Kuntz also authored 47 detailed reports, including 13 criminal investigations, reflecting thorough casework and professionalism that consistently requires little supervisory correction. His efforts helped the Frederick Barrack finish among the top 3 most productive barracks in Maryland. Beyond enforcement, he was nominated for Trooper of the Month 7 times and selected twice. Known for his reliability and positive attitude, he regularly volunteers for overtime, assists fellow troopers, and participates in community programs. His work ethic and commitment to roadway safety exemplify distinguished service to the citizens of Frederick County. Congratulations, Trooper First Class, Mark Kuntz. Trooper, congratulations. What's that? Yeah, no. We're just commenting. These are like brightest darn lights I have ever seen. God, how do I look? Do I look okay? I tried to do something this morning. It clearly didn't work. All right. I'd now like to invite back up to the stage County Executive Jessica Fitzwater as well as Sheriff Chuck Jenkins. Our next 6 awards are for the Frederick County Sheriff's Office.
The Frederick County Sheriff's Office includes 186 sworn deputies and 63 civilian personnel committed to protecting the community. In 2025, the agency responded to more than 121,113 calls for service with an average response time of 7 minutes and 55 seconds. This year, the department launched an expanded SUAS drone program with 5 additional pilots, implemented a new 4-team patrol schedule, and introduced new scheduling and records management software. The Community Deputy Program supported 64 special events and handled an additional 6,512 calls for service, while the agency also expanded its cadet program and utilized multiple public safety grants. In 2025, specialized units remained active with the K-9 unit, assisting in 291 narcotics apprehensions, and deputies conducting 132 executive protection details with a county executive.
As a head of this agency, it's always great, it's always rewarding for me personally and professionally to see my men and women be recognized for the jobs they do. The impact the deputies have on this community is the most important impact you can have. They keep this community safe, and the public recognizes that. Whatever their role is in the agency, whether patrol operations or criminal investigations, K-9, any given day, any call they go on could be the call that makes a difference in their career. They could save a life. They could really do something meaningful that makes a difference in the lives of families, individuals. They treat the public the way the public deserves to be treated. They take their mission seriously. They're about maintaining law and order in this county, and they really work hard at doing that. The way they protect and serve this county is really satisfying, and I'm proud of them.
The Civilian Employee of the Year Award is given to Keisha King, the Program Coordinator for the Sheriff's Office Records Section. Behind every deputy in the field is a professional ensuring information systems operate smoothly. In 2025, Keisha played a pivotal role in the Frederick County Sheriff's Office transition to the Central Square Records Management System. She helped design workflows, ensure compliance requirements were met, and maintain data integrity across the agency. Her efforts ensured the new system improved efficiency while meeting operational and legal standards. Keisha also developed and delivered training in both sworn and civilian staff, to both sworn and civilian staff, helping employees confidentially adapt to the new system. Throughout the rollout, she provided hands-on troubleshooting and remained a constant resource for personnel. Today, her continued oversight ensures accurate reporting to the state and federal databases and provides commanders with critical statistical data used to guide operational decisions. Congratulations, Keisha King. Congratulations. Well done. The Distinguished Service Award is given to Detective Luke Lawson. Detective Luke Lawson demonstrated distinguished service throughout 2025 while assigned to the Special Victims Unit, specializing in sex offenses, child abuse, and human trafficking investigations. He approaches every case using a trauma-informed, victim-centered method that prioritizes both accountability and compassion. In April, Lawson investigated assaults inside the boys' locker room at Brunswick High School, uncovering digital evidence that led to charges against 5 juveniles. In September, he led a sexual abuse investigation involving a school employee, working with a child advocacy center and securing felony charges after executing multiple search warrants. In November, he assisted in rescuing a victim of human trafficking and arrested her trafficker while ensuring the victim received vital support services. Lawson's work protects the most vulnerable members of the community and reflects the highest standards of law enforcement services. Congratulations, Detective Luke Lawson. Okay. The Leadership Award for the Sheriff's Office is given to Sergeant Harry Sear. Since his promotion to Criminal Investigations Section Sergeant, Sergeant Harry Sear has demonstrated exceptional leadership and earned the respect of the detectives he supervises. He approaches operations with strategic foresight, ensuring search warrants and enforcement actions are conducted safely and effectively. Sergeant Sear supervised numerous complex investigations this year, including burglaries, firearms offenses, and homicides. His guidance has led to the recovery of critical evidence and the arrest of serious offenders. When staffing shortages arose within the section, he assumed additional responsibilities without hesitation, maintaining steady leadership and operational continuity. Sear leads by example, setting clear expectations while supporting detectives during demanding investigations and extended operations. His integrity, accountability, commitment to justice have strengthened the entire criminal investigation section. Congratulations, Sergeant Harry Sear. Congratulations. Okay. The Unit Achievement Award is given to the Sheriff's Office of Civil Process Unit. The Civil Process Unit plays a critical role in ensuring, and by the way, there's a whole lot of people here, so you can all start making your way up here. The Civil Process Unit plays a critical role in ensuring the judicial system functions efficiently across Frederick County. Despite consisting of just 11 members, the unit serves thousands of court orders each year. In 2025 alone, 5 constables served 3,472 subpoenas, while 3 deputies carried out 1,133 evictions and posted 5,763 rent notices, an average of more than 50 papers served per day. Each order requires extensive research into properties and individuals before service can occur. 2 administrative assistants process every document, conducting database searches, phone calls, and verification to ensure actually, don't leave yet. Through their work, though their work rarely makes headlines, the Civil Process Unit ensures witnesses appear in court and civil orders are carried out lawfully and professionally. Congratulations to Sergeant Channing Hillman, Constable Abby Little, Shelley Hill, Melissa Schwartz, Deputy First Class Theodore Mosteller, Deputy First Class Kevin Chakowski, Constable Michael Grossnickel, Constable Michael Conover, Constable John Lammers, Constable Douglas Mongold, Deputy First Class Roger Venzen. Please join me in congratulating them. Wow, that was a tough one. Yeah, what are we leaving so fast? Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. Next up, the Officer of the Year for the Sheriff's Office is Corporal Kristen Lucenta. Corporal Christian Lucenta demonstrated outstanding productivity and leadership in 2025. Prior to his promotion, he made 55 arrests, including 36 DUI arrests, handled 667 calls for service, and completed a fatal crash reconstruction as a member of the traffic unit. In April, Lucenta attempted to stop a reckless driver on Route 144, initiating a pursuit that reached speeds near 125 miles an hour on I-70. When the suspect fled on foot, he coordinated responding units, leading to their safe arrest. After promotion to Criminal Investigations Section, Lucenta quickly proved himself in complex cases. His investigations led to the recovery of hidden recording devices installed by a registered sex offender and the seizure of firearms, including an AR-15 style Draco, during gang-related investigations. His professionalism, investigative skills, and courtroom testimony consistently strengthened prosecutions. Congratulations, Corporal Christian Lucenta. Well done. Congratulations. Let's see. No, I think we have one more. Okay. The Life-Saving Award is given to the Sheriff's Office SWAT team. Please, there's a number of members, please make your way up here. In 2025, members of the Frederick County Sheriff's Office SWAT team executed a search warrant for a suspect accused of sexually abusing multiple minors. During the operation, the suspect barricaded himself inside a bathroom and refused commands. While clearing the residence, deputies discovered the suspect had inflicted serious self-harm and was suffering severe blood loss. Recognizing the urgency, SWAT members conducted a controlled breach. Upon entry, the team immediately transitioned from tactical operations to life-saving care, applying tourniquets, chest seals, and compression bandages while coordinating medical evacuation. Their quick actions stabilized the suspect until EMS and air medical personnel could arrive. Because of their training, discipline, and teamwork, the suspect survived and remains alive to face prosecution. Congratulations, Sergeant Chad Smith, Corporal Tyler Redman, Deputy First Class Connor Conoco, Deputy First Class Michael Kelly, Deputy First Class Bo Taylor. Well done. I would now like to invite Fire Chief Tom Coe to join me on stage because the next 9 awards will recognize the Division of Fire and Rescue Services.
The Frederick County Division of Fire and Rescue Services is powered by 652 career and 830 volunteer personnel working across 29 stations. In 2025, they responded to 41,463 calls for service with an average emergency response time of just 5 minutes and 19 seconds. Over the past year, the department welcomed 56 new firefighters, 6 new paramedics, promoted 1 battalion chief, 5 captains, 8 lieutenants, and 7 technicians, and completed more than 71,000 hours of training. Fire rescue teams also connected with the community through 499 outreach events and expanded service with additional day work staffing at the Wolfsville Fire Station.
This year's group of award winners really stands out because they come from every facet of our organization. This year, we're recognizing a group of responders who rescued a civilian from a house fire, a group of responders who provided a rescue off the top of a mountain during a medical emergency, and a group of responders who provided critical medical care during a very high-impact motor vehicle collision. In addition to that, we're recognizing responders who have displayed amazing leadership skills and commitment to our organization and the citizens we serve. This year's group of award winners embody the values of bravery, commitment, dedication, technical expertise, And they executed those values in the most harrowing of situations to provide an outstanding outcome for the members of our community. I'm incredibly proud of our responders and the fact that they're getting recognized today for their outstanding performance. If you talk to them individually, they would shy away from the attention and say that the awards aren't necessary. But I think it's important that we recognize them for the outstanding work they do every day. Our responders love the community that they serve, and we are engaged in schools and community events, community groups. We're very fortunate to serve Frederick County, a community that really appreciates and loves their public safety responders. We are truly public servants and appreciate the opportunity to continue to serve Frederick County.
I think the key words there is we truly do love all of you for what you do. I can tell you as a member of the community, I can't imagine living in a community without you, but you do it so well. I know that's off script, but that's really how I know I feel, and I can tell you all the people I associate with, they so appreciate every day, everything you do. Now, first award. The Gold Medal of Valor Award is given to the Middletown Fire Station. A bunch of people are here from there. Please make your way up here. Just before midnight on April 10th, 2025, firefighters responded to a frantic 911 call where an elderly woman was trapped inside a smoke-filled home. Fire Lieutenant Luke Stevens entered to investigate and heard her faint cries for help, but was forced to exit due to heavy smoke and lack of full protective equipment. As crews advanced a hose line, Assistant Chief Patrick Stevens and off-duty firefighter technician James Hartner, who lived nearby, entered the home despite not wearing full protective gear in near zero visibility. Hartner located the woman collapsed in the kitchen. He and Fire Captain Matthew Willoughby carried her through the smoke to safety, bringing her out of the home just as conditions inside continued to deteriorate. Their actions ensured the victim was removed from an immediately life-threatening environment and placed into the care of awaiting EMS personnel. Congratulations to Assistant Fire Chief Patrick Stevens, First Lieutenant Luke Stevens, Firefighter Technician James Hartner, and Fire Captain Matthew Wilby. The Bronze Medal of Outstanding Performance is awarded to Fire Lieutenant Larry Kessler. In the early morning hours of November 18th, 2025, Fire Lieutenant Larry Kessler entered a fully involved house fire while traveling to work. Without turnout gear or a charged fire or hose line, he immediately stopped and took action. Lieutenant Kessler provided detailed information to the 911 dispatcher, clearly describing the location and severity of the fire so responding crews could prepare appropriately. Believing lives might be inside, he attempted to enter the structure despite the rapidly deteriorating conditions. After determining the environment was untenable, he withdrew and continued assisting outside until fire units arrived. Lieutenant Kessler's willingness to act without hesitation, placing the preservation of life above his own safety, reflects extraordinary bravery and dedication to the fire service. Congratulations, Fire Lieutenant Larry Kessler. Well done. He's leaving with a lot of hardware. Look at that. Okay, this year, we are awarding 2 life-saving awards for the Division of Fire and Rescue. The first life-saving award is given to the Middletown Fire Station. Earlier, and there's a whole bunch of people here, so please make your way up. Earlier, we heard about this incident during the Gold Medal of Valor Award, when firefighters rescued an elderly woman from a smoke-filled house just before midnight on April 10th, 2025. As she was brought outside, though, crews immediately transitioned to patient care. Firefighters Daniel Yater, Robert White, and Colin Jacobs secured the scene and supported suppression efforts, while firefighter Caleb Edwards, firefighter Miles Leister, Lieutenant Medic Jacob Harn, and Fire Medic Courtney Yee focused on the patient. Suffering from significant smoke inhalation and struggling to breathe, the patient required rapid and advanced medical care. Fire Medic Yee quickly assessed her condition, initiated treatment, and made the critical decision to transport her to shock trauma for specialized care. At the same time, neighbors Megan Wyatt and Lexi Hartner provided comfort and critical support, helping ensure the patient was cared for every step of the way. Please join me in congratulating Fire Medic 3, Courtney Yee, Fire Lieutenant Medic Jacob Harn, Firefighter 3, Caleb Edwards, Lexi Hartner, Firefighter 3, Robert White, Firefighter 1, Colin Jacobs, Firefighter Technician Daniel Yater, Megan Wyatt, and we weren't certain whether Firefighter 1, Miles Leister, could join us today, but he is the final member of this wonderful group of firefighters. Thank you. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you very much. Well done, sir. Thank you. Well done. Love your haircut. Thank you. Okay. The second life-saving award is given to the Urbana Fire Station. You will make your way up here. So on July 15th, 2025, units responded to a rollover crash with ejection. Fire medic Cesar Lopez located a critically injured patient who had been thrown from the bed of a pickup truck and was rapidly deteriorating. Firefighter Corey Rice, firefighter Cameron Bradley provided spinal stabilization and ventilation, while Lieutenant medics Adam Miller and Michael Hussle began advanced airway care. As the patient became hypoxic and unresponsive, the team performed rapid sequence intubation and successfully secured the airway. Fire medic Courtney Yee assisted with continued advanced care as crews transported the patient to a helicopter landing zone for aviation. The patient was flown to R. Adams Cowley shock trauma and survived her injuries. Through decisive action, advanced training, and seamless teamwork, these providers gave their patient a second chance at life. Congratulations, Fire Medic Cesar Lopez, Lieutenant Medic Michael Hussle, Firefighter 3, Corey Rice, Lieutenant Medic Adam Miller, and Firefighter 1, Cameron Bradley. Well done. Well done. And remember this. Well done. Great job. Okay, next up, the Silver Medal of Bravery is awarded to the Brunswick Fire Station, Washington County Department of Emergency Services, and the Maryland State Police Aviation Command Trooper 3. On September 20th, responders were dispatched to Maryland Heights Trail for a hiker suffering severe chest pain high above a steep mountain path. Crews climbed rugged terrain, carrying medical equipment nearly a quarter mile to reach the patient. A 12-lead EKG confirmed a critical STEMI heart attack. With a ground evacuation estimated to take up to 2 hours, responders coordinated a hoist rescue with Maryland State Police Aviation. Fire, EMS, rescue personnel, and aviation crews worked together to move equipment up the mountainside, package the patient in a Stoker basket, and position him for extraction. As Trooper 3 hovered above the overlook, the patient was hoisted into the aircraft and flown for immediate cardiac care. Through extraordinary teamwork and endurance, these agencies turned a dangerous mountainside into a coordinated life-saving operation. Please join me in congratulating all the responding agencies. Lieutenant Jason T. Huntington, Firefighter Technician Daniel S. Kelly, Firefighter 3 Derek Spielman, Firefighter 3 Benjamin Smith, Firefighter 3 Joshua D. Amberman, Firefighter 3, James Calandro, Captain Gary Hoffman, Firefighter EMT, James Picking, Sergeant Flight Paramedic Tim Zendegraaff. Also, Captain, I don't know if they're here today, but I wanted to recognize Captain Ricky Smith, Fire Medic 3, Sean Sexton, Pilot Christian Urowska, Pilot Jim Johnson, Trooper First Class Graham King, and Firefighter Ben Epley. Woo! Well done. Wow. Yeah, I was going to say, I remember this. That was... I hike around here all the time. I hope I never need their services, but if I do, thank God you're here. Okay, next up. The 2025 Career Firefighter of the Year is Firefighter 3, Tyler Burke. All right, in 2025, Firefighter Tyler Burke demonstrated exceptional dedication to both personal development and the future of Frederick County Fire Rescue. Despite the demanding call volume at Station 1, he committed to a rigorous fitness program, losing nearly 50 pounds and earning selection as one of only 5 Fire Rescue Academy fitness instructors. Burke simultaneously pursued instructor certifications in EMT and fire suppression while mentoring recruit firefighters. He also undertook the challenging process of becoming a tower ladder driver, mastering aerial operations, apparatus placement, hydraulics, and complex emergency scenarios. After completing the certification process, he authored a nearly 100-page training manual to guide future firefighters assigned to the apparatus. Through relentless effort and commitment to the profession, Firefighter Burke has made a lasting impression on his department. Congratulations, Firefighter 3, Tyler Burke. Wow. Well done. The Outstanding Citizen Award is given to Robert Mangiulazo. Boy, I knew this was one I was really going to stumble over. T.J. Burns, Jack Bradley, Kirsten Likens, and Tammy O'Keefe. On September 6, 2025, at approximately 8:45 p.m., during a recreational hockey game at Skate Frederick, Chris Whitestone collapsed on the bench and fell into teammate Robert Mangiulazo's arms. Bobby immediately lowered Chris to the floor and called 911. T.J. Burns quickly recognized the signs of cardiac arrest and removed Chris's helmet and shoulder pads to allow access to his chest. Jack Bradley began chest suppression without delay, while Tommy O'Keefe retrieved an automated external defibrillator. And upon his return, T.J. applied the AED pads, and Jack, T.J., and Tommy and Kirsten rotated through CPR, delivering a shock as prompted by the device. Their prompt recognition, effective CPR, and proper use of the AED restored a pulse prior to the arrival of Frederick County DFRS. Chris was transported to Frederick Health Hospital and later discharged home neurologically intact. Their decisive life-saving actions exemplify the very best of community response. Thank you all for your wonderful, wonderful response. Well done. That's impressive. Thank you. God, that's impressive. Well done. Well done. Thank you very much. I want to make sure I'm on the right page here. The 2025 Probationary Firefighter of the Year is Firefighter 3, Gunther Gillespie. After graduating with recruit class 36 in early 2025, firefighter Gunther Gillespie was assigned to Station 1, busy station. Despite the demanding call volume, he quickly distinguished himself through dedication and initiative. Gillespie completed every section of his probationary manual well ahead of schedule, demonstrating strong knowledge of engine company operations, EMS procedures, and department standards. Between calls, he maintained apparatus and equipment, refurbished tools, and ensured training props remained ready for use. On his own time, he created a nearly 100-page engine company manual to help future firefighters learn the apparatus and responsibilities of the position. When his station captain was hospitalized with a serious injury, firefighter Gillespie drove nearly 3 hours multiple times to provide support, assist the family, and even help with early rehabilitation efforts in the ICU. It's a family. Congratulations to Probationary Firefighter of the Year, Gunther Gillespie. Hell of a start, young man.
Thank you. Thank you.
The Distinguished Achievement Award is given to Fire Captain Christopher Demopoulos. Thank you, Chief. Christopher Demopoulos. Captain Christopher Demopoulos demonstrates distinguished leadership as Station Commander of Fire Station 2 and Supervisor of A Shift. He prioritizes hands-on training focused on fire attack, search, ventilation, and rescue operations, ensuring firefighters are prepared for complex emergencies. Through building construction reviews and first due area familiarization, he strengthens tactical decision-making across his company. His leadership has been evident at multiple working structure fires involving row houses and townhouses with heavy fire conditions and exposure risks. During these instances, Captain Demopoulos established command, adjusted water supply strategies, and repositioned crews to protect neighboring homes. His calm communications and tactical awareness allowed crews to contain fires quickly while minimizing property damage. Captain Demopoulos' operational leadership and dedication to firefighter development exemplified distinguished achievement. Captain Christopher Demopoulos is here today. We didn't think he could be, and we are thrilled he could be. Oh, he's not here? Oh my gosh. You know, this is like the great fake for me here. I thought he was here, not here. But please, when you see him, please congratulate him, and Chief Cole will accept the award on his behalf. Okay. I would now like to invite Division of Emergency Management Division Director Tommy Rossano and Division of Emergency Communications Assistant Director Carly Brown to join me on stage. Our next 3 awards will be recognized in the Department of Emergency Communication.
Frederick County Emergency Communications serves as the vital link between the public and first responders. Their team of 114 professionals handled 104,930 emergency 911 calls and more than 287,000 non-emergency calls in 2025, dispatching 328,685 calls for service. More than 99% of 911 calls are answered in under 9 seconds, with an average call processing time of less than 90 seconds. The department also implemented new technology, including the Frontline Employee Tracking System and Convey 911 translation services, while completing thousands of hours of training and mentorship.
The award winners this year are an amazing group of members of our Department of Emergency Communications who answer the toughest calls and dispatch for our public safety partners throughout the county. They are collaborative and innovative in the way that they solve problems in the 911 center, and they make our community safer and more resilient. Above all else, their dedication to service really embodies our mission and goal for our Department of Emergency Communications.
Our staff members have a powerful, often unseen impact on the community, providing life-saving instructions, remaining calm in the chaos, and making sure help gets to where it needs to be in a timely fashion. It's incredibly meaningful to see them get recognized for their hard work and sacrifice, the long hours, the missed holidays. It makes it all worth it.
They are dedicated individuals who have amazing stories. They're mentors and leaders, and they're looked up to by junior staff, but also relied upon by the entire division.
Okay. Next up, the Outstanding Telecommunicator of the Year is Emergency Communications Specialist 3, Ryan Browning. While still in training status, Emergency Communications Specialist 3, Ryan Browning, demonstrated exceptional composure during a critical officer-involved shooting. While assigned to the police radio, he received traffic from an officer conducting a welfare check on a suicidal subject in Frederick City. The situation escalated when the subject, armed with a knife, advanced and the officer discharged his service weapon, transmitting "shots fired" and requesting EMS. Browning immediately initiated a 10-3 emergency channel restriction to keep radio traffic clear, dispatch EMS, and coordinated responding units with calm, controlled communications. Throughout the incident, he repeatedly checked the officer's welfare and status, ensuring help was moving efficiently and safely. Afterwards, the officer personally praised Ryan's steady support and noted that the rapid, overwhelming response began with effective communication. Congratulations to Outstanding Telecommunicator of the Year, Ryan Browning. The Meritorious Award is given to Emergency Communications Manager Philip Petrie. Emergency Communications Manager Philip Petrie leads by, quote unquote, walking the walk. On shift, he sets the tone through steady decision-making, professionalism, and hands-on support, stepping in when calls are complex, staffing is tight, or a teammate needs guidance. His leadership strengthens consistency, trust, and performance across the center. Beyond daily operations, Petrie has taken on responsibilities well outside the norm. He assists the quality assurance section by reviewing completed cases for accuracy and consistency, helping ensure callers and responders receive the highest standard of service. He also teaches CPR to recruits and veteran staff, providing much-needed in-person refreshers, and regularly instructs at the academy on his scheduled days off. He further volunteered to support the 911 Locator Project, improving how dispatch can pinpoint callers in rural or non-traditionally addressed areas, enhancing responder safety and speeding help to those who need it. Congratulations, Emergency Communications Manager Philip Petrie. Well done, sir. Well done. Next up, the Leadership Award is given to Emergency Communications Manager Terry Wallace. Emergency Communications Manager Terry Wallace demonstrated proactive, results-driven leadership by turning quality assurance findings into meaningful improvements for her team. After identifying recurring challenges through QA reviews, she built a practical solution. It involved weekly continuing education sessions focused on protocols, call processing accuracy, and best practices. These trainings created consistent opportunities for staff to review expectations, strengthen decision-making, and ask questions in a supportive environment without waiting for errors to appear in later reviews. Since implementing the program, QA outcomes across our team have shown measurable improvement. And at the same time, the sessions help employees earn continuing education hours required for recertification, balancing accountability with professional development. Terry's leadership reflects foresight and follow-through, raising performance standards while investing in the growth and confidence of the telecommunicators she leads. Congratulations to Terry Wallace for receiving the Leadership Award. Congratulations, Terry. Thanks so much for being here. All right, Jessica, you got to just kind of stay up here. But I would also now like to invite our Frederick County Animal Control Deputy Director, Willie Walton, to the stage. Our next award will be for the Frederick County Animal Control.
Frederick County Animal Control's 33 dedicated staff members work every day to protect animals and serve the community. In 2025, they responded to 8,233 calls for service and participated in extensive outreach efforts, including 89 community outreach programs, 17 adoption events, and 53 microchip clinics. Officers also completed advanced training in areas such as animal cruelty investigations, crime scene investigations, equine cruelty cases, and forensic entomology. Since July, the agency welcomed 2 new animal control officers and continues to provide 24-hour emergency response. Construction and renovation of the animal control facility is also underway, with completion anticipated in late 2026.
Companion animals are a big part of people's lives. They provide joy and comfort. They fill a role in families and communities to keep people active. So by us being able to help people and help their pets, I think we have a direct impact on the level of happiness and the level of comfort that people have. One of the biggest things that we do when we talk to the public and we respond to calls for service is try to educate. We want to teach people, we want to offer solutions, and we want to be problem solvers. What made this group of award winners stand out was their work ethic and their enthusiasm. They're very team-oriented. They step up when they need to. They help each other out. If one person's in a situation and they're getting a little bit overwhelmed, there's always somebody there to lend a hand. Very proud to see our team recognized for all the hard work that they do. This one specific incident gave us an opportunity to show them our happiness and our appreciation for them in a public setting, such as the Public Safety Awards with the Chamber of Commerce.
The Officer of the Year Award for Animal Control is awarded to 7 animal control officers. Let me tell you this story. This one, even when I read this, I couldn't believe this. On July 8th, 2025, Frederick County Animal Control partnered with the Sheriff's Office to execute a search and seizure warrant in Union Bridge that revealed severe neglect of exotic reptiles. Inside the residence were 70 snakes and lizards, 15 already deceased, kept in oppressive heat, foul air, and unsanitary conditions, without proper lighting, heat sources, sanitation, or reliable water. Many surviving animals were malnourished, dehydrated, and in visible distress. Under Sergeant Maggie Hill's leadership, officers Christy Thomas, Christina Eckfield, Taylor Tostoden, former officers Jerry Cooch and Daniel McCorkle worked for hours in protective coverings due to a potential zoonotic exposure. They carefully triaged, documented, and transported the animals, coordinating specialized veterinary care and long-term sheltering. Sergeant Hill's follow-through with the state's attorney's office resulted in 6 felony aggravated cruelty charges and 67 misdemeanor neglected accounts, ensuring accountability for the suffering uncovered that day. Please join me in congratulating for their efforts. Sergeant Maggie Hill, Officer Christina Thomas, Officer Christina Eckfield, Officer Taylor Tostoten, former officers Jerry Cooch and former officer Daniel McCorkle. Okay, I would now like to invite up Frederick Police Acting Chief Kevin Meyer and our Mayor Michael O'Connor to the stage. Our next 8 awards of the morning are for the Frederick Police Department.
The Frederick Police Department includes 206 sworn officers and civilian employees dedicated to serving the city of Frederick. In 2025, the department responded to approximately 77,000 calls for service, with high priority response times averaging 4 minutes and 19 seconds. This year marked the move into a new headquarters on East All Saints Street and the creation of new initiatives focused on officer wellness, including a resiliency and wellness coach. The department also launched programs such as Drones as First Responders, a new mobile command unit, and the Chief 4-Day program. Through community outreach efforts, Frederick Police continue to strengthen partnerships across the city.
It feels really great seeing members of our team recognized for their hard work and sacrifice, particularly by organizations that are not solely police or first responder related, because what it tells the rest of the agency is that even though we're told on a regular basis that this could be a thankless job, there are people out there that still really appreciate the work that they are doing. This group of award winners stands out particularly because they come from all aspects of our department. They're not just operations or administration. We get to recognize civilians, communications, and our officers. They act with integrity and compassion, not just on emergencies or calls for service, but also behind the scenes, supporting the operations of those that have to go out every single day and interact with the community in stressful situations. Internally, we have very few options to award and recognize our officers and the non-sworn members of our agency for the work that they do day in and day out. So the community can continue to support our agency in just this way. The Public Safety Awards are a perfect example of how we are able to recognize everything that our officers and our non-sworn staff do on a regular basis.
Okay, starting off, the Frederick Police Department's Officer of the Year is Master Police Officer Andrew Cody. In 2025, Master Police Officer Andrew Cody launched and led the Frederick Police Department's new traffic unit initiative as its sole officer, turning years of community complaints into action. He personally managed nearly 400 traffic concerns, from emails, calls, meetings, neighborhood advisory councils, and then used safe street walks with city leadership to hear residents directly, identify hazards, and build targeted enforcement plans. His enforcement output was substantial: 186 traffic crashes, 355 traffic stops, 35 DUI, DWI arrests, 100 criminal arrests, and 478 motor vehicle citations. Whew. He conducted 3 crash reconstructions, approved hundreds of ACRS reports, initiated 135 parking complaints, facilitated removal of 76 abandoned vehicles, and responded to 74 road hazards and issued 122 parking citations. He also represented FPD in Vision Zero planning and piloted urban SDK speed data to guide deployments. Through innovation, productivity, and community partnership, he truly has elevated traffic concerns across the city. Please join me in congratulating the Officer of the Year, Master Police Officer Andrew Cody. Officer. Congratulations. The Life Saving Award is given to Master Police Officer Cody Campbell, who I believe is here today. Yes. On November 8th, 2025, at approximately 5:25 p.m., Master Police Officer Campbell responded to a reported stabbing near Waverly Drive and Bitcon Commons Drive. He arrived within seconds of dispatch and located the victim on the ground with significant blood loss as bystanders gathered. Campbell immediately obtained suspect information and broadcast it to the responding units, helping officers address the threat quickly. He then focused on life-saving care, identifying a stab wound to the upper left chest. Using trauma shears, he exposed the injury and applied a chest seal from his patrol medical unit or medical kit to limit further air intrusion and stabilize the wound. The victim had suffered a collapsed lung and was transported to the University of Maryland shock trauma with an uncertain prognosis. Hospital staff later confirmed the victim is expected to make a full recovery and credited Campbell's rapid intervention for preventing the situation from worsening. Congratulations, Master Police Officer Cody Campbell. It's wonderful to have you. I'm glad you could be here. Well done. The Leadership Award is given to Sergeant Rebecca Carrata. Since becoming supervisor of the School Resource Officer Team in 2016, Sergeant Carrata has built a strong, unified unit grounded in trust, accountability, and service to the Frederick City schools. She fosters open dialogue, encouraged new strategies, and expanded training opportunities so SROs are equipped to handle both daily school needs and complex student situations with professionalism and care. One of her most impactful accomplishments was implementing the Comfort Dog program at the Frederick Police Department. Through her leadership, Comfort Dog Fred became a trusted resource, providing comfort for students during crises and traumatic events not only in Frederick, but across Maryland. Today, that legacy continues with her current Comfort Dog, Nevada, who is proudly carrying on that mission and is with us here this evening. It's great. Sergeant Carrata leads from the front, consistently supporting her team and strengthening relationships between law enforcement, students, families, and school staff. Congratulations, Sergeant Rebecca Carrata, on receiving the Leadership Award and Comfort Dog Nevada. I think that's the best job ever right there. Get to bring a dog to work, fantastic. Okay, next up, the Outstanding Telecommunicator of the Year is Emergency Communications Specialist Anthony Chesney. Emergency Communications Specialist Anthony Chesney consistently delivers calm, organized performance during complex, high-stakes events. In 2025, he helped manage multiple suicides, a swatting call initially reported as an active shooter, and a possible shooting requiring multiple agency coordination, and a high-profile death investigation that was public knowledge before responders arrived. Across each incident, he maintained clear radio discipline, coordinated resources effectively, and supported field units under pressure. Chesney also played a key role during a major power outage that disrupted CAD operations, helping maintain continuity so communication remained functional despite system limitations. In addition, he earned certification as a communications training officer and guided a trainee through the first phase of the program. He created a detailed informational guide to strengthen foundational skills and support future trainees. Known for his reliability and positivity, He frequently accepts overtime, supports on-call needs, and consistently steps up to keep the center running smoothly. Congratulations to this year's Outstanding Telecommunicator of the Year, Anthony Chesney. Anthony, well done. All right, the Unit Achievement Award is given to the Frederick Police Department Technology and Services Division. And there's a lot of people in attendance here with us. The Technology and Services Division played a crucial role in the Frederick Police Department's successful relocation to its new headquarters in 2025. The transition required extensive coordination, planning, and technical expertise to ensure that operations continued without interruption during this transition. The Information Technology section worked closely with Frederick County IT and building contractors to design and implement the technology infrastructure for this significantly larger facility. Their efforts ensured systems were operational on move-in day with minimal disruption. Meanwhile, the Records and Property sections prepared and relocated thousands of files and decades of evidence while maintaining daily operations. Through careful documentation, barcoding, chain of custody procedures, all materials were transferred and organized successfully. The Communications section also helped establish the department's first dedicated communications center. Through teamwork, adaptability, and countless hours of preparation, the Technology and Services Division ensured a seamless transition and continued mission readiness throughout the entire transition. Let me go through all the names as we congratulate all the members of the Technology and Services Division. The font's a lot smaller. I'm going to have to focus here. Lieutenant Corey Borns, Corporal David Golden, Emergency Communications Specialist 2, Michael Coyne, Master Police Officer Douglas Stevenson, Network Administrator Chris Newcomer, Body Camera Specialist Tyler Hill, Manager of Records and Accreditation Dana Kell, Supervisor of Records and Accreditation Jennifer Pearl, Property and Evidence Custodian Robert Brown, Property and Evidence Custodian Jerry Roberts, Manager of Emergency Communications John White, Records Specialist Andrea Esbaugh. I hope I didn't miss anyone. Please join me in congratulating this great group of professionals. Congratulations.
Right up here.
Yeah, it is. Right up here. Well done. Congratulations. Great move. All right. The Meritorious Award this year is presented to Frederick Police Department's Tactical Investigations Unit. This award will be accepted by Corporal Jeremy Johnston on behalf of the entire unit. Jeremy, please join us. Throughout 2025, the Tactical Investigations Unit conducted complex, long-term investigations targeting the distribution of dangerous narcotics throughout Frederick County and surrounding communities. These cases required patience, precision, and constant coordination. Central to their success was their close partnership with the Frederick County State's Attorney's Office, working side by side to build strong cases, secure warrants, and ensure successful prosecutions. Together, these efforts led to the seizure of thousands of grams of cocaine, additional narcotics, and significant amounts of U.S. currency. This disrupted large-scale distribution networks and holding offenders accountable. Several investigations resulted in multi-kilogram seizures and many major recoveries tied to illegal activity. Through collaboration, dedication, and relentless investigative work, this unit continues to make a meaningful and lasting impact on the safety of our community. Congratulations to the entire unit. Corporal Jeremy Johnson, again, thank you so much for joining us to accept the award on their behalf. Well done. Okay, next up, the Distinguished Service Award this year is given to Detective Anthony McPeak. On November 3rd, 2025, Detective Anthony McPeak was assigned a missing person case involving a 16-year-old juvenile who was a high-functioning autistic and had previously run away, once being located as far away as Dulles Airport. The juvenile's mother was terrified, and his sister soon received Snapchat messages suggesting he was in Alexandria, Virginia. Detective McPeak corroborated that information through a cell phone ping and immediately notified Alexandria police and airport authorities, sharing bulletins and location data. When those efforts failed, he personally traveled to Virginia to contact shelters and homeless advocacy organizations, distributing the bulletin and following leads directly. On November 13th, while off duty, the mother noticed a financial transaction at a bus terminal in Atlanta. Detective McPeak, regardless of being off duty, began contacting agencies that night, and at approximately 4 a.m., officers located the teen boarding a bus to Los Angeles. He remained in constant contact with the mother and coordinated everything until she was reunited with her son. Wow, what a story. Congratulations and thank you, Detective Anthony McPeak. Wow. All right. The Civilian Employee of the Year is Public Information Officer Samantha Long. In 2025, Samantha Long served as the Frederick Police Department's sole public information officer, managing communications for dozens of critical incidents. These included shootings, major drug investigations, missing person cases, officer-involved incidences, and other sensitive events. Her work ensured the public received timely, accurate information while protecting investigative integrity and maintaining public trust. She also led outreach for major community events, including National Night Out and the city's July 4th celebration, coordinating messaging across partners and departments. Her most notable accomplishment was communicating the resolution of the 1988 homicide of Dolores Muda Thompson. Instead of a standard release, Long chose a video announcement to humanize the case, clearly explain the complex forensic developments, and honor the victim and her family. Her strategy brought national attention to the case, generating more than 159,000 Facebook views, thousands of interactions, and widespread media coverage. Her work strengthened transparency, reinforced public trust, and exemplifies the impact of professional public safety communications. Congratulations to Public Information Officer Samantha Long. Wow. Well done. I would now like to invite Mount Airy Police Chief Michael Generva and Town Administrator Jared Schumacher to the stage. Our next award will be for the Mount Airy Police Department.
The Mount Airy Police Department is made up of 9 officers and 3 civilian staff dedicated to keeping their town safe. In 2025, they responded to 7,291 calls for service, arriving in an average of just 3.53 minutes. The department expanded its capabilities by adding a drone program and a second K-9 unit named Yuri, and also included a certified traffic safety specialist on staff. Officers participated in 22 community events and supported initiatives like the annual Safe Driver Teen event and traffic safety campaigns. Their proactive work led to 113 criminal arrests, more than 1,000 traffic citations, and nearly 1,500 traffic stops.
The award recipient being recognized creates that unity and continuously builds that morale. And then not only for myself, it's quite rewarding to see a mentorship for some of these younger officers to come aboard, and that at the end of the year or middle of the year, that what work that they are doing, that it shows them that it does really truly matter. We are a small department here with Mount Airy, and this community is small, but yet it's so large. The best part is being so small is having that great bond that you're more of a family-orientated unit. And that teamwork really does help. So not only that, maybe at a command level, we're still part of that, even though there's a very fine line of a boundary, but being part of that and knowing who your personnel is. It's a great thing, and that overall is really rewarding.
Okay. The Officer of the Year for the Mount Airy Police Department is Officer Brandon Wright. Officer Brandon Wright distinguished himself in 2025 through strong enforcement activity, continuous training, and service beyond his patrol role. After lateraling to the Mount Airy Police Department in August 2024, he quickly became a high-performing officer. In 2025, he made 30 arrests, including narcotics violations, assaults, thefts, and malicious destruction of property, along with 17 DWI arrests. He also issued 684 traffic citations, 302 safety repair orders, reflecting a strong commitment to traffic safety. Officer Wright pursued extensive professional development as well, completing Maryland State Traffic Safety Specialist Level 3 and earning certifications as an academic instructor, as a taser instructor, first aid, AED, CPR instructor. He also helped develop MAPD's drone project and serves as a certified drone operator. In October, a traffic stop with canine assistance led to the arrest of 3 occupants. Off duty, he serves as an EMS sergeant with a Mount Airy Volunteer Fire Department. This is a busy guy. Congratulations, Officer Brandon Wright. Now, our final recognition. I would like to invite Brunswick Police Chief Kevin Grunwell and Mayor Nathan Brown to the stage, please. Our final award, again, will be for the Brunswick Police Department.
The Brunswick Police Department's team of 15 sworn officers and 2 civilian staff responded to 20,368 calls for service in 2025, with an average response time of just under 3 minutes. Throughout the year, the department strengthened proactive policing efforts, doubling proactive calls for service and contributing to a 13% reduction in Part 1 crimes. Officers participated in more than 20 community or city-sponsored events. Through outreach presentations at schools, libraries, and senior centers, Brunswick Police continue to build strong relationships with the community they serve.
I think all the guys do an excellent job, but the award winner really went above and beyond in what he did with all of his investigations and really did an outstanding job throughout the entire year. Good police work is contagious. Within the department, if people are seeing a couple guys go out and go above and beyond, I think that makes them want to do the same. Our core values are service, integrity, professionalism, and consistency. And again, all of the officers do a great job with this, but the service part of it, everybody tries to go above and beyond. As leaders, we see it every day in and out. I think it's great that they get awarded, but I also think it's great for their families. Their families they witness that sacrifice every day when they're at work. They notice, the missed holidays and the missed birthday parties and things like that. So I think award banquets like this are awesome because I think it's really for the family also. The family gets to recognize or be recognized for the outstanding work and sacrifice that they make as well.
The Officer of the Year for the Brunswick Police Department is Detective Tommy Jessen. Detective Tommy Jessen, a 17-year veteran of the Brunswick Police Department, delivered exceptional results in 2025 as the department's narcotics detective and a task force officer with the U.S. Postal Inspection and Homeland Security Investigations. In March, he intercepted a parcel containing approximately 500 grams of fentanyl, obtained a federal search warrant, and coordinated a controlled delivery. A resulting search recovered 2 handguns, 1 stolen, and drug paraphernalia, preventing a major distribution event. That same month, Jessen investigated a large-scale prison smuggling operation involving more than 1,100 parcels sent nationwide with fentanyl, heroin, methamphetamines, and other contraband. Through months of surveillance and multi-state coordination, investigators executed numerous warrants and seized over 18 kilograms of fentanyl, 1 kilogram of black tar heroin, 250 grams of methamphetamines, 8 handguns, 2 stolen, and more than $30,000 in cash. He also continued serving as a firearms instructor and armorer, supported youth cadet training, assisted patrol with complex investigations requiring warrants and court orders. Wow. Congratulations to Brunswick Police Officer of the Year, Detective Tommy Jessen. Chief, always good to see you. What a year. Thanks. How are we doing? Well, we're going to wrap things up, but I want to end by thanking everyone for being here. But I want to thank you all for doing what you do. I say this from my family, my colleagues at Woodsboro Bank, my friends, all of us in the community. You make us a better community. You make us a special community. And it's because of your selfless service. It's that simple. I think it'd be appropriate at this time. Let's give all the award recipients one more round of applause. Let's bring it down the house. I also want to thank my colleagues at the Chamber of Commerce for putting this on. I want to thank all the sponsors. It's because of the sponsors we're able to have this event. And again, because of you, we're able to have this event. So with that, before you head out, on every table there is a centerpiece, and these are generously provided by A Bloom Flowers. Certainly as a token of our appreciation, whoever has the longest arms and the quickest arms, grab it first and bring it home. But it'd be nice for Easter this weekend and Passover. But I just want to wish everyone safe travels. I want to wish you safety, health, good health, but also a wonderful, wonderful holiday weekend, and we hope to see you here again next year. Thank you.